Hello everybody, it's Crafting Just Because with Chris Cowan, and I am here today to open up the Spellbinder Crafty Advent Calendar. Okay, so yesterday was an epic fail. I ended up having at the last minute to create a little box, and I was going to show you what we've created so far. I had a bigger treat box in mind, but we are going to make that today because I went back last night and reread my directions. So we ended up making this tiny little box here. The dies we got were the ice cream dies. This was the first, this was the first kit we got. And it came with the car and the present die. Then we made this cute little box, and it came with an embossing folder. Then we got, let's see here. We got some dies. Where are they? Then we got the turtle die. And then we got the To You From Me dies. We got this fun stencil that I layered together with some Stampin' Up! Product. We got the Just a Note and banner, and then it came with other sayings. We got the mushroom dies. We got the flower dies. We got the strawberry dies, and we used some new product on that. And then we got a stamp set for happy birthday. We got a flower stamp set, and then we got these beautiful dies here and the scallop edge die. So those are all of the projects and dies that we've gotten so far. Next, let's open up and see what we have in store for us today. I still got to take pictures and post all this stuff. Just been getting ready for the holidays. Okay. So today we are on the 15th, and it's this box right here. It's a long one. Oh, it's another embossing folder. Awesome. Ew, that's a good one. Let's see here. Let me... So you guys, I kind of got my craft room back together a little bit. Or office, I should say. However, I still haven't found my bone folder. Go figure. Okay, so we are going to use this die. I am going to also pair it with some of that new designer series paper that we received. Let's see here. I think it'll go pretty with this. And this is the Poetic Expressions that's in the new catalog. And I'm just seeing here what color cardstock I should get. And we are going to make that box because I'm determined to right my wrong there. Gosh, you know, I know we just used this, but I think this goes with it so nicely. Okay, we're going to do that. Let me grab, what's the color? So I know it's Moody Mauve, but I'm wondering if I should just do the background in basic white. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the background in basic white, and then we'll also do the embossing folder in basic white. Okay. So, first we're going to, let's see here. You know what? We're going to do things a little different tonight. We're going to make the box first because then I'd have some scraps. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Let's see what we have. We have scraps here that we can cut from. That'll actually be perfect. Okay, so let's do our embossing first. Or not emboss. Yeah, our embossing. I can't even talk today, y'all. Okay. Actually, though, I need to cut this down. So I'm going to cut this down to 1.5 by 1.5. And I believe, yeah, I need 5. Oh, this worked out perfect. Little strips. See, this kit, I'm telling y'all, is so good for scraps. Okay. So we have our 5 1.5 by 1.5 inch squares. We're going to put it in our embossing folder. And we'll probably have to run it through twice to get all the squares. Ah, that one moved on me. Hold on. Hold on. Perfect. Oh, I like that. I might actually trim it down a little bit too. Okay. This will be perfect. Ah. Oh. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this away. It might have been easier to cut the squares after I embossed, but we got it done. Now I'm going to come in with my paper snips, and I'm kind of just going to, I'm going to follow the little pattern. That way we see more designer series paper, and you kind of see the pattern there. Okay. Couple of them I kind of got off center, but we'll put the good ones in the front. That's why I think it might have been easier to do all the, like, do one piece of paper and then cut it in half, but I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay. And then this one's really bad. Okay. And last one, and then we'll go ahead and make that box that was an epic fail yesterday. And I'm going to show you guys, because I kept the one from yesterday that I totally screwed up, what I did. I really don't know what I was doing. I apparently wasn't reading my directions, which was very clear. Okay. So there's all of our embossed pieces. Next, we want to bring in our cardstock. So we want a piece of cardstock that is 10 5/8. Okay, by 7. I'm just gonna put that with my scraps. Okay, now what we're gonna do is on the 7-inch side, we want to score it at a 1/2 inch, at 2.5 inches, at 4.5 inches, and at 6.5 inches. Okay, then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches, 6.5 inches, 8.5 inches, and 9.5 inches. Okay. We're going to set that aside for just a minute. We're going to bring in our designer series paper, and we want to cut 5 pieces that are 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Okay. So see, these will layer on like that. Ooh, I like that. Okay. This is working out good. I'm glad I went with white, because that card I made, I loved the card, but I wished I would have backed it in white to give it more depth. Okay. And then we also need 2 pieces that are cut at 1 7/8 by 7/8 of an inch. So here's 7/8 and 7/8. Okay. Now we can get rid of our paper trimmer. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, you have one end that has a 1/2 inch and then the 2.5, and then 2 smaller ends. What we're going to do, okay, is we are going to cut off on the 2 smaller ends the 2 rectangles on each side. Okay, so I took that piece off. And that piece off. So there's the 2 on the small, or the 1-inch ones. Okay. Then we are going to cut up onto the first score line, and then we're going to cut all these 3 sections off on both sides. Okay, so I cut that, and now we're going to do the same thing on that side. Okay, then we are going to right after, so we have our two 1-inch squares here. Right after our tab there, we're going to cut to the first score line about a 1/2 inch. Okay. And then we're going to cut all these boxes off. Now you can keep these and use them to die cut items out, or you could toss it. It's up to you. And we're going to do this on both sides. And I'm going to lay this down once I have it all cut up so that you could see it. Okay. Now we're still not done. We have to do a couple more things. So we want to make these two tabs. So I'm going to cut up those. And I'm going to wedge it. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to wedge this tab. Got to wedge this side. We got to wedge the bottom where this 1/2 inch one is. Okay. And then this side. And there's one more cut mark we want to do. And it is, we are going to take this center box out. Okay. So your design should look just like this. Now, before we finish, and before I show you what an epic fail I made yesterday was, we're going to round these corners. So I'm just going to add that. Whoops. Okay, just like that. Okay, now let's fold and burnish those score lines. And then we're going to do those other ones the opposite way, the ones that we rounded. Okay. Okay. Now let me show you. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This is the epic fail I did yesterday. Or whoops. So I cut on the wrong end is what I did. So the white one's the correct one. I'm going to get rid of the pink one. And now I'm going to show you guys really quick how we're going to put this together so that we can glue on our pieces. So how it's going to go is it'll actually be a box, and then these two will come together and we're going to put ribbon on them. While we're here, let's make our holes. For the top here. Okay. So I want to measure. Where's my pen? There it is. Okay. I'm going to do it in on these two dotted lines. So I'm going to go right here and right there. And then I'm going to put these together and punch them at the same time. just like that. Okay. Okay. Now we want to add our designer series paper to these two pieces right here. Okay, so we're not going to put anything on this one by the tabs, but the rest of them we are. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on my designer series paper. Okay, and then I'll also put on my little embossed piece. And I'm going to put this one that I kind of messed up on in the center, like I did it on purpose. Okay. I couldn't see where I had my score mark. Wanted to make sure that I had it right. Okay, last one. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on our tabs and start forming our box. Okay. Now you can make this out of designer series paper and not add any, you know, embellishments. I just was showing you guys how to use the product I got with what my new Stampin' Up! Product was. Okay, so those are all you're going to glue because you want the recipient to be able to open the box. Okay, so it's going to shut like that. And then we're going to come in with our ribbon. Let me get my Moody Mauve ribbon. And I'm just going to shove, hold on, that's my front. Okay. Okay, then you're just going to tie it shut. So you could put treats in here, money in here, jewelry in here. The sky's the limit, really. Okay, so let Let me turn it around for you guys, or I gotta play with my bow a little bit. I kind of got a little crazy there. But that's our project for today. So I was able to create the nice box after I took a little bit more time and thought about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry yesterday was kind of a mess. But until tomorrow, my creative peeps, I will see you later. I hope you guys have a great night and take care. Bye-bye.